So Michael, a UK company is doing business in the US. What does it need to think about?
Firstly, Alex, we need to consider the US-UK tax treaty. The treaty offers protection for UK companies from US corporate tax, but only when they engage in a US trade or business without creating a permanent establishment.
And so what is a permanent establishment?
The permanent establishment is defined within the treaty, but generally it is a place of business with physical presence within the US. Now, some things are included and some things are excluded, but generally we look at boots on the ground as being a representation of a place of business.
So let's just assume that the UK company doesn't have a permanent establishment. Does it still need to deal with US taxes?
Well, if it doesn't have a permanent establishment, the UK business isn't required to pay US corporate tax, but it will still need to file a tax return with the IRS in order to lock in the treaty protection.
And presumably it would still pay UK tax on those profits?
Absolutely. The UK tax will be on the worldwide profits and the US wouldn't impose any tax.
Okay, so then let's say this UK company actually has an office or a store in the US and is actually making sales in the US. What do we need to worry about then?
Well, that sounds like that UK business has created a permanent establishment in the US, and actually they should be considering structuring and setting up a US subsidiary. They may want to ring-fence the US operations in a US entity in order to mitigate risk, and also if they want to employ individuals in the US or even for liability purposes.
And presumably at that point they will be subject to US taxes?
Absolutely. So the permanent establishment and the profits attributable to it are subject to US corporate tax at 21% plus state tax.
So it sounds like there's a lot to think about, particularly if you are a UK company that has created a US permanent establishment.
Absolutely right, Alex.